All right, so let's go over a few key things here, okay? So let's open this pricing table up. So a few key things here, guys. Now, depending on the plan level you are, you have different amount of zaps, right? Plus you have different amount of steps that you can have in your zaps. You can have different amount of, premium apps, filters, formatters, connections from webhooks and things like that. So what does this mean? What this means is, open up, um, let's open up a drawing board here, okay? Let's open up a drawing board here, guys. What this means is there's something called polling. Polling means that there's going to be a time delay depending on how often the Zap is going to poll. What this means is X amount of time, right? So let's say you're on a free plan and it pulls every single 15. That means every single 15 minutes, it's going to go out to your first application to see if there's any data that it needs to grab based on your Zap. And then it's going to shoot it to the next application based on the parameters set in your Zap. So your polling can be 15 minutes or it can be 1 minute or up to 1 minute, I should say. So this changes depending on your plan level. So if your polling, frequency is every 15 minutes, that means every 15 minutes it's going to talk to here and then grab information, if there is information, to pull over here to your new third-party app over here. If your polling is every minute, that means it does this cycle of polling from one app to the other app every minute, okay? That's what that means. Secondly, we got what's called formatting. Formatting means you can format many different, text or numbers or utilities, variables, date and time, things like that. You can create multi-step zaps. If this happens, then you got this, 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 right? So I hope you really, really understand that because it's going to help you really build out your zaps once you understand, I guess, the core functions of Zapier as to why you're building out your automations. So first things first, organization. You want to be organized and organize all your zaps into folders because it'll help you so much when you know what is where. So organization is key, right? Some zaps, like some folders, I got 14. You got 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. You got 19. You got 5, 2, 19, 19. You got 2, 1, 5. So like I know where all my zaps are based on how I classify them. That's number one. Number two, you always want to name your zap to something relevant so you know where to find it. This is important. A lot of people overlook this, but you want to name your zap where it's important, for your naming convention so you know where to find it. So then you build your trigger. Remember, triggers don't always have the same action. So you don't have the same functions between triggers and actions all the time. Sometimes it differs, sometimes it's the same, right? So that is, what a trigger is. Action is what do you want Zapier to do once this happens? So first I want you to format the phone number so that I can use this in further steps. The further down you are in terms of steps, you can use all the variables from the previous step. So first things first, I want to format the phone number because I want to be able to use it right away in a different, step. Then again, I want to, write this information to Google Sheets. I have the name of my sheet. It's called Zapier Training. I have my worksheet. It's called Zapier Training CF Data. I have my headers, which are located up here. Then I have the data that I want to go in those headers right here. Okay. Next, then I send an email. I send an email to this information that I pulled from a previous step in the trigger. I give a subject, I give the body, and then after it sends that email, I sync it to a CRM. Again, this is all like real time, guys. I sync it to a CRM, which goes into here, and then Zapier also sends a text message. So this person that just filled out the form, 30 seconds later, 10 to 30 seconds later, they're getting this text. So I hope you guys understand how powerful this is. I just wanted to go over those basic steps because I do know and I do understand that it is a little bit of a learning curve for you to grasp what is going on at a high level just from this information you're getting here. But I just want to more so just highlight how important this stuff is so you don't have to do all this manually. Yeah, you can, get this information and then you can go and, put this information in manually over here. You can go send an email manually, to this email here. You can send a text manually. Sure, you can do all of that, but why would you do that if you have the ability to do it all in real time? Let's say you got 100 that comes in within 5 minutes, all 100 people just got all all the different information, communications, correspondence that you want them to have. You don't have to go send 100 emails. You don't have to go, write 100 lines. You don't have to go sync 100 contacts, send 100 text messages. No, the system does it all for you because Zapier's the glue of the internet. Zapier's talking to this guy saying, yo, what do you have for me? Give me this information. Okay, cool. I got this information. Let me throw it over here because this is where Tristan wants it. Let me throw it in here because this is where Tristan wants it. Let me send this person a text message because this is where Tristan wants it. That is why zaps are powerful. And most importantly, guys, what's this button here? On. Turn your Zap on whenever you're done working with it. You always want to turn it on whenever you're done working with it, guys, because there's nothing worse than building out a whole Zap automation and then forgetting to turn it on. That's one of the worst things you can do, right? So we're good here. Skip test. Let's turn this on, and the Zap is on.